Hello, welcome to a message from your angels today. What would your angels like you to know? And this is going to be a little bit of a longer reading. I've really missed doing these longer ones, and I really want to, really bring in some messages. Wow, we've got Rainbow Phoenix straight away. Rainbow Phoenix, transmute, transform, and rebirth. What are you rising out of? I'm really feeling there is a situation, there is a pattern, there's a circumstance, there's a challenge that you are rising out of. And this, can you see this pose is mirrored? This reaching for the stars, this reaching for the light, this reaching, it's like a victory sign to me in some way. It's like, you're rejoicing as well as rebirthing and transmuting whatever's been going on for you. So whatever the situation is, and I do feel others have been involved in this situation, it's almost like there's been two sides. There's been, maybe even finger pointing. There's been some aspects of judgment, and that could be you judging yourself, that could be you judging others, that could be others judging you. But there's been a situation around you that's very much had to be, I feel it's sort of cracking you open at some level. It's you stepping through the fire. It's almost like this transformation energy. The phoenix, of course, is rising out of the ashes, and the phoenix rises out of the ashes as a whole new bird, as a whole new being, transformed from whatever they've gone through. And it's like they're here to bring that energy. So maybe this has been orchestrated because you were ready to step out of whatever this is, or you were ready to move in a different direction, or you're ready to shed something and move forwards in a new way. We've got ancient Egypt, and we've got colour healing, restoration, vitality, which is that sort of almost like contrasting energy, and yet it's part of it. This energy of everything lining up, healing being brought in for you at all levels, a real clarity of vision and a real connection to the heart. Maybe this has broken you open at some level where you've really had to get into your heart and ask yourself, what is it that you really need to know out of this? When things have felt like they're closing in, when the situation has felt like maybe it's been too much, maybe it's more than you can bear, maybe you can't see a way out. I'm hearing the only way is up. And maybe that's literally, maybe you're being asked to look up. Maybe in looking up, you're going to see a different solution. You're going to see a different way forwards, or you're going to see a different tribe. But you are being reminded of something. You are being taken back to something, a time when there was great wisdom. And I'm hearing the writings on the wall. So whatever this is, whatever this situation has been, it's already been predetermined and predestined in some way. However you interpret that is entirely up to you and your beliefs. No reading can ever tell you what to do or what to believe. This has to be your intuition, your own guidance that will lead you away from anything that is not your truth and into whatever is your truth. And to burn what's not your truth in this fire, metaphorically speaking, because it's about shedding and it's about letting go and it's about transforming something. Alchemy is the process of turning something into something far greater. So the process of turning lead into gold, the process of you rising out of something into all that you can be, all that you are, and all that you came to be. And maybe you're remembering a time in ancient Egypt. Maybe you are remembering a past life, or depending on your views and your beliefs, or maybe you're unlocking a wisdom that is being remembered, that was brought forwards in the times of ancient Egypt, and you're being reminded of it. And now something has unlocked those codes, those healing, those words, those messages of truth, of vitality. This might be around your health. And if it's not around your health, or an aspect of your health that's been affected by this situation, whatever this situation is and however it's affected you, then it's around healing for you and bringing this healing in. And maybe it will be an ancient Egyptian healing that comes in. Maybe you'll be guided to see somebody, a healer or and somebody that works with energy that can bring this in for you. And I'm seeing the owl, the beautiful bird of wisdom, of clarity, of insights, of intuition. And this owl is bringing in the token of peace and friendship. So, and look, there's even the token of the angels. There's the bell, which clears any unwanted energies, and the elephant, who reminds me of Lord Ganesha, who clears away any obstacles. So perhaps whatever the situation is for you, whether it's with your friends, with colleagues, with work, with whoever these people are, or if this is to do with you, then whatever this situation has been, it's the energy that's coming in now is the energy of peace. And that peace is going to be found through this reclamation of yourself, through this regeneration of your soul, through this remembering. And I feel like this time where you may be sort of feeling a bit isolated, or you may be having a period of time on your own, is the time for you to reflect and reimagine what's going on. So by reimagine, what I'm saying to you is if you could see this situation from the higher perspective, if you could see it through the angel's eyes, through somebody else's eyes, say from the eagle looking down, or the beautiful owl looking at what this is, what would you see then? What would it say to you then? And what, most importantly, would be the advice you would give yourself in that situation? How would you interpret this? And what would you tell yourself to do? Because you're being offered peace from whatever this is, or within whatever this is. Maybe this is healing within that situation, or healing for you as you rest, as you birth your own insights. And we've got beauty, and look at this friendship bundle. The beauty of a friendship creates an energy that is seen in a person full of love. Expressing your highest nature with another who is equally engaged rings bells of joy for all to hear. What can you do to heal the turmoil in the world? Become a true friend. Create your friendship bundle and hang it around your neck. Like a great bird of prey, feel yourself softening in a westerly wind, knowing the grace of dreams realized. People are known by the stories they tell. Your stories are constructs of the people you have met along your journey, and ultimately the grandest and most beautiful is the story of meeting and sharing the journey with a kindred spirit, a true friend. So what a beautiful, beautiful message. So if this calls to you, this speaks to you, this is asking you to come to a place of peace, of beauty, of love, of stating your intent, knowing your intent, and as you reach into your heart, maybe even where you've put up boundaries and barriers to love or to friendship or to peace, now it's about healing these. It's about rising through those ashes like the phoenix and coming into healing, coming into peace, where you are able to put to bed the past. You're able to put to rest anything that is lingering, that is old, that is not coming with you into this new version of you or this new version of events. And ask yourself, what would bring the greatest peace to your soul now? What love, what friendship can you offer yourself? What clarity and insights can you bring to this situation, to you right now, which in turn will help, naturally will help other people, will help your community, your friends, your family, whoever these others are, or these new ones that are waiting to come in the wings. Because perhaps if you've had to let go of a friendship group or some people in your life, situation in your life that wasn't bringing peace, that was bringing heartache or bringing this obstruction in some way to the peace, now is the time for the new to come in. And it comes in on the wings of your intention. What did it say about the westerly wind? Feel like a great bird of prey. Feel yourself softening in a westerly wind, knowing the grace of dreams realized. So how beautiful. as you soften your heart, as you come back to you, the truth of you, the core of you, without all of the stuff you're shedding and leaving behind, you will absolutely be able to put out these new intentions, put out these dreams, and remember what is your dream, what is your idea, what is your idea of friendship, what is your idea of love, what is the truth for you, and how can you create this first for you and then attracting in the others, as you clear all blocks to this, as you clear all blocks to friendship, soul family, good health, vitality, restoration. You know, maybe colour is important to you. Maybe that's going to bring healing to you in some way. We've got the root chakra, and the root chakra is talking about the foundations, the security. Let love and peace be your foundation and build on that. Let your friendships, your connections be rooted in love, in security, in tenderness, in stability. What makes you stable, what holds you stable, which people bring this forward for you. And if you don't have them around you, allow yourself to find that for you and call in your soul tribe, your soul family, the ones who are meant to be here with you, who want to anchor this security, this foundation, this peace, this stability, this new way to go forwards as we're moving into a golden age, as we're moving into new times, and we are shedding the old. It's all about love and peace and harmony, stability, foundations, and how do we create that in our lives. And if we haven't been doing that so far, for whatever the reasons, and there's no blame around this, there's no judgment around this, there's only clarity being brought in for you to see, you know, where can it be, how can it be if it's not already, and trusting that this can be here for you now, that this energy, this foundational energy is here for you as you move into absolute liberation. Look, this is absolute liberation as you surrender to that love, to that vitality, to that peace, to that knowing and that security, the security of knowing that, you know, spirit has your back, the angels, those beings of light, those ancestral beings, maybe your soul family in spirit or in the stars, are holding you at this time. They're holding you and showing you that all is possible. All is possible for you. All is possible for this dream, this love, this peace, this security to manifest now. It's going to all be about you absolutely shedding what's not that, and allowing yourself to come into this energy. And this is the culmination of this energy, the cycle of the soul, as you come back to the truth of who you are, as you come back to the lightness of your being, the freedom of your being, your oneness with God, with the divine, you know, whatever you believe in, source energy, the part of you that is eternal, that is ever glowing and shining, the eternal flame that is you, that is your soul. You know, that's the truth. That's the truth of everything. That's the truth of who we are really. Whatever's playing out in this earthly realm is coming more and more and more into harmony with that truth, because that's what our soul is calling for. So we therefore are going to have to shed whatever it is, whether we like it or not, from a human point of view. And it's okay to feel whatever we're feeling, but look at that rebirth that comes into actual peace, which is what the clarity and insights bring in now for you. The wisdom of the owl, the wisdom of you, the wisdom of the truth, the intention for this is enough to bring this in. I'm just going to pull one more card. I'm going to ask for one more card if there's anything else we need to know, because I feel this message is complete. Yeah, look, let go, surrender, make space. Can you see that's like the pose she's in, the pose that you are in, this letting go, this absolute surrendering to the higher plan, the highest plan, knowing that all that you are can bring in all that you wish for. It's just about letting yourself absolutely be free now to receive that, to call that in, to make space for that. The only way we can make space for that is by letting go of whatever is not that and trusting what the truth is, even if it isn't quite comfortable yet. Maybe you're not quite in the space of it feeling good yet because you're still in the process of understanding what your truth is, and maybe the truth of who you are, and still clearing that old. But this can be the outcome. This can be what comes forward as you make space, surrender, and bring in that divine love, that divine peace, that divine intention for absolute healing on all levels. And I just have to show you, even though I wasn't going to bring in another card because this was showing at the bottom of the deck, we've got Palladian healing, cosmic healing, DNA upgrade, soul gifts, and we've got the protection pyramid. And I just want to bring these symbols in because they hold you in absolute protection for all that you're going through. They hold you in absolute love and cosmic rebirth and healing for you. The Palladian healing is the healing of the heart. It's the healing at the core level, allowing for your DNA to be upgraded, for the truth of you to be fully seen, to be fully here as you rise, as you step into the truth of all that you are, held in safety, sacred energy, cut cords, inner power, cosmic healing, DNA upgrade, soul gifts. You're being asked to trust in the higher plan as you come back to who you are. Everything else can fall into place in time, in a space when that time is ready and when you are ready and when the divine timing is there for you. This is such a beautiful message. The sacredness of this energy is beyond anything that I can explain in an earthly way, in a physical way, but it is absolutely holding you. I feel that is all of your cosmic beings, your ancestors, your guardians of light, your loved ones, your soul family, your star family, and perhaps those beings in the physical that are either wanting to come in, about to come in, or are already here. First, this starts with you, but they are here holding you as you allow in all that you are ready to receive, and you let go of all that is not yours anymore, or is not for you anymore, I should say. So, loved ones, please be gentle with yourself as you receive this healing, this love from your people of light. And please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you if any of this resonates for you, if any of this energy is coming in for you now, and to hear your stories if you would like to share them. Thank you so much for being here. Please do like, share and subscribe. It all helps me, and I'm sending so much love to you. Thank you so much for being here.